I see them. The first question is, aside for the competent public bodies, how can other organizations and citizens, occupants support effective compliance frameworks? Well, I'll try and answer, and maybe Xavier will add something. I think that the organizations can contribute by informing their members, like professional associations of civil, but also companies involved in building works, consumer associations, for instance. So I think they have a very important role in explaining the need for compliance to their members. So it is necessary to respect the rules. Citizens and occupants can support an effective compliance framework by EPC, asking for what it means. But of course, to be able to do that, people have to know that it exists and what to do. And this is why, let's say, communication and also promotion is very important. I think it is how the tam-tam Xavier mentioned in his presentation, so that people talk about it. To add?
Yeah, so that's a question. I think it's the main responsibility of the competent public body, but it's true that organization and citizen saying that you find that important is a way to support the public bodies to go for efficient regulation. And for instance, we know in several member states the price of the EPC can be an issue, and sometimes EPC are offered for very, very low price, and we even heard in some member states that the experts even don't go on site. I think that correctly using the EPC and not trying to have always the cheapest EPC, it's maybe also a way to contribute to that. So easy as a question.
Yeah, it's a difficult question, because in fact it's a vicious circle. Because if the EPC has a bad quality, people will say, why should I spend a lot of money on it if I can't make use of it? You see, so price go down. But so it would be it is important to have a good quality, a reliable EPC, and people value it. Yes, that's it's a circle in a way. Lack of compliance, lack of quality leads to a lack of trust, and this also makes people feel that they don't want to spend a lot of money. So I think it needs the compliance frameworks and the quality assurance frameworks, but then it also needs some information to citizens and occupants what the EPC can do, what you can take from it. We go to the next question. Does the money from fines for non-compliance support the compliance system, for instance, via a special fund? I think, Xavier, maybe you can answer this. How you do it in
Yeah, the data is really on that. I don't know. It's true. It's an administrative fine that is imposed, that are paid. But I don't know the real situation regarding where the money precisely goes after that. I cannot answer that question.
Okay, but it could be an option to use the fines to support the compliance system. It would be, yeah.
It's probably like that, but I cannot. I should have a look to it. I don't know that by heart.
Okay. Okay. So the last question is: are compliance frameworks usually consistent with the overall market? For instance, training this type of companies. So I'm not exactly sure what. I'm not understand the question. I think a compliance framework must be consistent with the overall market. Otherwise, it will just too expensive and not accepted. So, how do you see it?
Yeah, the question is not so clear indeed. But it's true that the expert, for instance, or the rap.
Okay, Xavier, anymore? It seems he is disconnected.
I think his phone line has disconnected. With this issue, I think particularly with Belgium, for after about 1.5 hours of connection, maybe he can reconnect, or otherwise we can just close the webinar here if not possible.
If there are no more questions, I think we can close it.
Yeah, and if there is if we consider that it's important to somehow track this, and we could add the information in the when publishing the webinar. That is possible. Xavier is back.
No problem.
I can hear you again.
I was saying regarding the last question. It's true that the author or the expert again EPC are coming from the market, so for them it's true that they have to follow training, that they have prices and so on. But I think that the costs of the control system, if they have extra duty, will be in their prices. So it's true that you have to limit the cost of this kind of cement, that we have to take that into account.
Okay. Maybe I would just like to. I think this is a good. This is a good explanation. But what I would like to add on the cost, because often is that okay, the APC is too expensive, and costs have to be more, and the checking is too expensive, and the quality control is too expensive. If you compare these costs with the overall construction cost, or let's say the overall cost of the building, including the land and everything, the cost really it's less than 1 square meter, maybe, less than the cost of 1 square meter useful area. So I'm happy about the cost discussion. We always arrive at the discussion of cost, and that additional procedures are too expensive. But in fact, when you look at the overall cost, it's not that much. And yeah. Okay, so I think we can close the webinar at this point. Alexander, muted?
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, both for your presentations and for answering the questions, and to everybody who participated and sent in the questions to this webinar. It should be available before the end of the year in the QUALICHeCK website in a recorded fashion, also with the presentations in PDF form. So thank you again, and well, we are looking forward to seeing you again in one of our next webinars. There will be announcements in the QUALICHeCK website on the webinars that will take place at the start of the year. So thank you all very much, and we'll close the webinar now.
Bye.